Good morning, students. Our first unit is School Newsletter is completed. Now, shall we start the second unit? Yes. So, the second unit is Class Calendar Chronicle. Class Calendar Chronicle. So, first, take the page number 16. Take the page number 16. In this unit, you will learn to create a student directory. Okay, first one is you will learn to create a student directory. Second one is class timetable. Class timetable. And the third one is class calendar chronicle, and in that calendar you will add some of the special events and the pictures. You will add some of the special events and pictures. So first, what is chronicle? Yes, it's a record. It's just a record, but in that record we need to write in a detailed way. We need to write a record in a detailed way. So here, a chronicle is a record of events that have taken place in the past. Okay, it's a record of events. It means it's a record of events, and in that have taken place in the past, which is happened in the past. Okay, it is arranged in the order of which events took place first. Okay, it's arranged in the order of which events took place first. First, we need to write which event was happened in the first, and second, we need to write the next event, and then third, we need to write the third event, like this. So this is known as chronological order. This is known as chronological order. In this unit, we will look at some old chronicles and learn how to use tables in a word processor. In this unit, we will learn how to use a table in a word processor. Okay. And then here have an activity. List the features of these old chronicles that you like the most. For example, pictures, handwriting, etc. So here you need to write the features of this old chronicles. For example, I am writing historical events. Okay. First, you all know about Vijayanagar kingdom? Yes, Vijayanagar kingdom. It was started in the year 1336. It was started in the year 1336 up to 1672 AD. Okay, up to 1672 AD. So here the first event was, there are 4 dynasties. There are 4 dynasties. So the first dynasty was Sangama dynasty. Sangama dynasty. So this is the first event in Vijayanagar kingdom, and the year was 1336 to 1485. Okay, this is the first event happened in Vijayanagar kingdom. And the second event was Saluva dynasty, and was taken the year 1485 to 1505. This is the second event. And the third event was Tuluva dynasty. Here 1505 to 1570. And the fourth one was Aradiva dynasty. Aradiva dynasty. And so happened in the year 1572 1672. So this is also a chronological order. Okay. Here the Sangama dynasty was first, so I write it in. So I take it as a first event. The second one was Saluva dynasty, so I take it as second event. The third one was Tuluva dynasty, so this was happened in the third. Aradiva dynasty was happened in the fourth. Okay. And then our first skill time was create a student directory for your class. Create a student directory for your class. So first of all, what is directory? Yes, it's a book listing individuals or organizations alphabetically with the details such as name, address, phone number, phone numbers, roll numbers, email address. Okay, these are the examples of student directory. It's a book listing individuals or a organizations. Okay, so here a student directory has information such as the names of the students in the class, their phone numbers and their address. Okay, directory means what? It contains the information about the student's name, their phone numbers, address, date of birth, email id, etc. Okay, this information is collected and kept so that students can easily find the contact details of their classmates if required. If necessary, you can collect the information from the directory and can contact your friends. Okay, so we will use tables in LibreOffice Writer. Here we will create table in LibreOffice Writer to create the student directory. Okay, as you know, a table is made up of rows and columns. It is made up of rows and columns. So this is the icon of table. This is the icon of table. So this is our table. For example, this is our table. Okay, it consists of rows and columns. So this is column. A column, B column, C column, D column. These are all columns. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, 4. These are all named as rows. These are named as rows. Okay, this is column and this is row. Okay, to make the student directory for your class, you will need to count the number of students in the class including you. First, before creating our student directory, we need to know how many students in our class. How many students in our class. That will tell you how many rows should be there in your table. How many rows should be there in your table. One for each student. One row for each student. Okay. To know how many columns to make, we have to know how much information we want to record. Do you want to record everyone's phone number and home address? How about their date of birth? So here, if we need to create, for example, in my class there are 10 students. Okay, number of students was 10. Students was 10. And the heading or first name and then roll number, date of birth and then phone number. Okay, here I need 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 columns. Okay, I need 4 columns. So 4 into, and how many students are there? 10. And I also include this column also, this row also. Okay, I will start to count here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to 10. So I need to include this row also. So 4 into 11. It means 4 columns and 11 rows. Okay. So here 6 into 6 means 6 columns, 6 rows. 6 columns, 6 rows. Okay. After completing the activity, we will see about quick tips. Okay. Answer the following questions before creating the student directory. Answer the following questions before creating the student directory. How many students are there in your class? How many students? For example, I am taking as 10. Okay, 10. How many points of information are you going to record for each student? Here I will take name of the student, roll number and then phone number and then address. Okay, so 4. Okay, I am collecting 4 information for each student. Therefore, how many rows and columns are needed in your table? S. How many rows and columns we need? 4 columns into 11 rows. Okay, 4 columns into 11 rows. Or else you will write 4 columns and 11 rows. Make a table to list down the number of pens, pencil, eraser and books that you used in the previous month. So here have a table. Name of the item. Here what are the names? Pens. First one is pens. Second one is pencils. Third one is erasers. And the fourth one is books. So here I need to write how much quantity I used in the previous months. So last month I used 4 pens, 2 pencils, 1 eraser and 5 books. Okay. And then fill the first column of the given table with the colors of the rainbow. So here we need to give the colors of the rainbow. Then write the name of the color in the second column. We need to write the name in the second column. See the example on the right and follow the same step. So here we all know that Vibgyor. Vibgyor is rainbow colors. So first one is violet. Already is there violet and they give violet color. I means indigo. Here is indigo color and here we need to write indigo. And then here you need to give blue and then in the third column you need to write blue. And then the fourth one is green and next yellow, O for orange, R for red. So these are our rainbow colors. V for violet, I for indigo, B for blue, G for green, Y for yellow, O for orange and then R for red. Answer the following questions in the writing space given. How many of you help your parents at home? What are the different things that you help them with? Ask your friends and fill in the information in the table below. Okay. So here household activity. Washing utensils. Washing utensils. So here I am taking as 2 students. And then cleaning the house 1. Watering the plants 3. Making food 2. Okay. And then what is the total number of students who help their parents with the household activities? So here the total number of students who helped the parents, who helped their parents 8. So here I am taking as 8. 8 students help their parents. Did the table help you answer the above question? If yes, how? So here you need to write the answer. Did the table help you answer the above question? If yes, you need to write the reason. Okay. Here a table is useful for arranging information in rows and columns. We all know that the table is consists of rows and columns. In that we give information. Find information easily. We can able to easily find the information. Comparing different informations. We can compare in rows wise or columns wise. Okay. We will compare the information by using rows and columns. Catching the attention of the reader. Okay. The reader can easily read the information. So these are the uses of table. Okay students, thank you.